Hello, welcome to Italy, the land of, well, good food, full stop, pizza, pasta, Fiat 500s and plenty of bike brands. Today I am with Fizik, you know, those people that make good shoes and good saddles. And I'm here not just to look around the factory, but to check out their new custom printed 3D saddles. They're the first big player, I would say, to be offering the service. There is plenty of other, or quite a few little brands who are already offering custom 3D printed saddles. But from what I hear, they've gone to town. They've spent a good few years developing the technology, developing the systems to be able to offer a wider audience the perfect perch. So yeah, let's have a look around the factory, let's have a see what they've got to offer and catch up with a few of the people and hopefully get some good lunch as well. We're going to talk to Giovanni, who's brand manager here. You were just telling me this doesn't feel like a job for you. You say it's
fun. It's
fun.
A privilege, you know. You work on your passions.
Yeah.
So it worked out for me.
You can't complain. And one of them passions that you've just been not just been implementing, but over the past 4 years is a custom saddles, in it. Go on, tell us what's new. What's new with Fizik and the custom saddle?
That's the achievement of a dream I think every saddle manufacturer had. Like bringing to life customized support for every cyclist. That's something that we wanted. You know, like the saddle is by far the most important contact point between the rider and the bike. And for some people, that is something difficult to achieve, comfort and performance. We know there's people also that quit cycling altogether because of saddle discomfort. So if there was a solution to kind of help these people in this matter, so eventually we found a technology that was a good platform.
Which is the 3D printed carbon that we've seen in the adaptive saddles already?
Yeah, exactly. So the main benefit of the adaptive technology and 3D printing in general was the ability to integrate engineered functional zone within the saddles, and that's something that it's not really possible with traditional injection molding techniques. So seamlessly in the saddle padding we can identify different zones where the foam or the padding can be a little bit softer or firmer according to what we need. So that was the first step. But then of course when it comes to 3D printing, you're not limited by production batches as much as you do with injection molding. So whenever you print a padding, that is a standalone padding. So I would say the logical question was, okay, if all these prints are individual, can we make those prints to be to reflect something that the cyclists specifically need? You know, so basically like a one-to-one production.
Run us through the process. How do you go? Who have you partnered with to get it? Because obviously data is a massive point of this. Who have you partnered with? How do we go about the process of getting a custom saddle?
So I would say it would be very similar to what happens when you go to a tailor to get a custom suit. They will take your measurements, and based on those measurements they put together the garment, right?
So you're the Savile Row of the saddle world. You know Savile Row? So
of course, like in the same way we need to attain to the most relevant measures and information. And in case of saddle, that's pressure. That's the main measure that we need in order to understand what's going on when we sit on top of the saddle. So it's based on pressure mapping.
So that's measured in PSI, millibar?
There's essentially we have an hardware. It's like a sensor mat that we put on top of the saddle with 64 sensors, so it's pretty precise. And we measure the pressure dynamically while the rider rides. So it's very accurate to describe what happens when you're riding.
Right. So, and then I'm guessing different riding styles are going to demand different support through that saddle, is that correct?
Exactly. That would be the first phase. You know, we need to identify which is the best saddle shape for a given rider, and that can be influenced by the riding style, the geometry, the type of bicycle that we ride. So this is would be the first step of the process. By doing the first measure, we can match the rider with their ideal saddle shape within the Fizik range.
If I've got fleet of bikes, gravel bike, road bike, time trial bike, I won't say triathlon bike, I'm going to need a different saddle for each one of them disciplines.
Potentially. I would say at least we need to assess pressure and the position on each of those different bikes, because I mean, you understand, if you sit in a different way, there's a dramatic impact on the way pressure is distributed. If you think about like an endurance bike, the position would be a little bit more upright, whereas a racing bike, it's going to be more forward. Mountain bike, time trial, the way we sit on all these different bikes, even if it's the same cyclist, it would be much different.
So this has been a 4-year process, as we said earlier on. Has it been difficult? Has it been tough to find the right technology to fulfill your dreams?
Yeah, I would say the technology was, let's say, already there. It was more about putting together all the pieces and put it together in one process, right? And there were things that we needed to learn. There were knowledge that we needed to gain, because of course we are a saddle manufacturer and we know very little about software and hardware. So that these are skills and knowledge that we have developed, also working with outside partners like GBOMIs for what concerned the data capturing. So the German bike fitting experts, basically. Exactly. They have they've been in the business for more than 20 years, and they're German. That's all you need to know. They're very precise. You know, they have the right attitude, that's for sure. And they have developed the pressure mapping system that is widely used by most of the bike fitter worldwide.
Excellent. Right, big thing with it is how much it's going to cost. Where can we get it? When can we test it? When can I get my ass on one?
So the service is about to launch next week. Starting next week, there's going to be 25 dealerships with the system already working. You will be able to find them in our website. They're going to be listed. This is only a start. Of course, we're going to scale it up more and more, so expect to see more and more dealers and bike fitters utilizing the system. Compared to our regular adaptive, there's a premium of about 200 euros more compared to the regular adaptive. Regardless of the type of rail, because of course you can choose also different type of shape, sizes, and rail option, or carbon or metal. Okay, excellent. Thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to getting on one, and I'm looking forward to getting to look around the factory. Right, let's crack on. Thank you. There we are. Right, let's have a look. Actually from here forwards, no photo. It's we have design and R&D offices. So basically, these guys are working for
top secret.
Not top secret, but the stuff that we're going to see like in a couple of years, probably.
Into the design area, or from the design area into the factory. We've been told what we can film, what we can't film, so hopefully I'll be able to show you some delights. But first delights, the bikes that they're riding to work on. We've got more of them here, and we've also got show bikes. There's Pro Flexes there, there's old Pashleys, there's loads of stuff, even the original Factor with that split down tube. First up an old machine, doesn't look too old, that injects the gel into the saddle. This is doing the old Selle Royal saddles, not the Fizik ones at the moment.
I'm not sure, I think it might be around 70.
say it's a good smell in here. There's a nice, but you're saying all the emissions from the glue, from the, is it?
Yeah.
Sucked up,
Yeah, exactly.
sucked up,
Yeah.
and all health and safety.
Yeah. Both to the outside, but also the inside environment.
All right. But it does smell nice. Next two zones, it's a no-no. Put the camera away. And we're back. Keep within the red line. Moulds. That bit you weren't allowed to see, this bit you can. The waltz is just about to start. No, sorry, yes. Loads of moulds. That bit you couldn't see. This bit you can. Look, moulds galore for the old saddle shapes. For the shells. Next to the old moulds, we have got where all the leather, where all the material is for putting the covers on them saddles. So all that bit we've just shown, the machines, the injection moulding, all that lot, that is apparently just for Selle Royal. This side that we have just come to is all for Fizik, and apparently they get all the super skilled ones from over there, migrate them over here because, well, these are the premium stuff. And with any decent company that works within the bicycle industry, you've got to have a workshop for the staff to come and mend their bikes, haven't you? That's what's behind this story here. So a little bit behind us here, boxes full of all old saddles. It's the archive, the history of the brand. Yeah, so quite a few. And from the archives to the future, because this area is the 3D printing area, no photos. And back to filming again. So yeah, there's the 3D printing zone that you're not allowed to see. But here you are allowed to see. This is where all the moulds are made for the saddles. So you've got funking great bits of aluminium that are CNC'd from this machine behind us. Right, so the shoes aren't actually made on site, but they do have plenty of the lasts and a few special ones as well here in the building. Just a couple of names, decent names as well. Right, that's your lot from the factory floor. Lunchtime, or at least I hope it is. There we have it, a day well spent looking around the Selle Royal facility here. A lot going on, not just Fizik and Selle Royal of course, there's also the Posedla folks designing the clothing, getting that ready for the next season. A brand that, well, I didn't know that used to be Japanese but was picked up by Selle Royal after the owner saw the stuff at Eurobike and thought, that is bloody nice, I won't mind that in my lineup. But yeah, this place is one of the best factories I've been to in a long time. A lot going on and a lot of passion under the roof by the looks of things. You just need to look at the bikes that people commute on. There's some absolute beauty, isn't there? It definitely feels like Fizik are being a brand that is still young and fresh, employs young and fresh people, and doesn't feel kind of stuffy like some other Italian brands. It's definitely a brand that's looking forward to the future, not just in the products that they make, but also in like the environmental impact that this place and the brand have on the world. From what they're telling me, everything's recycled or reused. They're basically trying to be a good company. It's really nice to see. Right, I hope this video's been interesting. I hope it's been an insight into one of Italia's premier cycling brands. Let us know what you think of the shoes below, what you think of the factory below. Let us know what factories you'd like me to go and check out as well. And as always, thank you for watching and enjoy your riding.